I'm going to walk down my opponent's rebuttal and finish with voting issues. First, she claims that scientists are not moving away from animal testing, as I had proven that they are. She asked why we'd continue to use in vivo animal testing if it were true that we were taking steps to replace it with in vitro. My actual evidence said that scientists prefer animal testing less. But if you don't think that I have enough evidence, here's some from Dr. Hans-Erik Carlson, April of 2004. Quote, a comparison of almost 3,000 research papers published over the last 30 years in major biomedical journals found a 30% fall in the number of studies using animals. The analysis also showed significant increasing use of alternative testing methods, such as experiments on cultured cells, end quote. Judge, this is again showing a move toward in vitro testing and how it can and does replace in vivo live testing. In fact, the American Academy of Neurosciences, the exact same source that my opponent quotes, in fact from the very same article, said that, quote, the number of animals used in research has actually decreased in the past 20 to 25 years. Best estimates for the reduction in the overall use of animals in research range from 20 to 50%. Many factors, including the increase in non-animal adjunct testing, such as in vitro and in silico, resulted in fewer animals being used for many research projects, end quote. Alternatives, namely in vitro testing, do work, as shown by the only source that she cited in her own rebuttal. This brings me to her second point. She states that replacing live animal testing with alternative methods such as in vitro would effectively bring scientific advancement to a halt. This is plainly untrue. I've already proven via my Helen Marston quote that in vitro and in silico alternatives are just as effective as in vivo live animal testing, if not more so. Judge, you need only review my proposition constructive to see if this is true. Also, not only is her point about scientific medical advancement coming to a halt untrue but unsupported as well. I've already shown by the current amount of alternative testing that we could replace the live tests easily and effectively. My opponent puts forth no evidence proving that the treatments approved under in vivo animal testing would not be approved under in vitro alternatives, while I have proven this. Therefore, we must reject the argument as nothing but speculation. Finally, she asserts that morals are the key to this debate. Judge, disregard this. Nowhere in her constructive does she claim a moral framework. This is a new and unwarranted argument. She defends her choice of evidence by saying that her authors weren't scientists but were quoting scientists. Go back to her constructive. At 4 minutes and 25 seconds, she claims that Ian Barry is a scientist in her refutation that there's no reason to stop testing and that alternatives don't work. Ian Barry is actually a student writing for a school newspaper. Please reward my research and hard work and not the debater who cites things, quote, because they're easier to quote, end quote. Because the opposition has failed to provide a valid warrant for any of her claims, because she hasn't managed to successfully refute any of my points, and because I have effectively refuted every argument that she has put forth thus far, the debate clearly belongs to the proposition. Thank you.